Hi, this is Mia. I just wanted to let you guys know that um, I don't like this. I don't like to explain racism and isms, stereotypes in 2023, 2022, 2020, 2019, 2017, 2009. I don't like it. So, with some of the people that I know and myself, they could say, oh, everybody's not racist. There's a lot of places in professional offices where there's black people that work. A lot of times when I see regular black workers, or particularly women, I feel like it's way easier for my brother to get certain jobs. In particular, women and black women, the so-called token individuals, where they have one black person on the team so they don't look like they're completely racist. And would you look at those professionals, their hair is way longer than mine for whatever reason. However, they got their hair longer. Their nails are done professionally. They're wearing makeup. It always doesn't matter their size, but I feel like the thinner ladies would be more likely to be hired. The ladies with straight hair, and then if they have long braids or other hairstyles or even hair covers, would be more likely to be hired than my hair that sticks up all over the place and doesn't look good with the uniform. Um, what I see is people that, for example, I have friends or people that I don't know that I do that here. They say they have blonde hair, but they're skinny and they're white, and they go say, "This country's messed up. I work in this corporate world. There's so many men. People make rude jokes, or they exclude me from taking these certain accounts with certain people." And they say this, I'm not entitled. I'm not privileged. But what I see is, no matter what my strengths are and my education and my experiences, they gave you the opportunity to work that job. And I believe it's because of the way you look. And unfortunately, we're all in that boat where there could be sexism, misogynistic behavior. They could be saying, oh, we want someone that looks like that because we want to give our place an edge by having someone who looks Nordic on our team, because it attracts attention from everybody, because people put that as a standard of beauty. And people don't realize that, hey, I'm not saying it's not hard, and I'm glad you got the job. And you can make a pathway for your daughters and granddaughters that look like you to work there and to show that they are brains, if they have brains. Some people don't have it. I had a lot of jobs where people did not have the education or um, requirements to have the job. They got the job because the way they looked. And it doesn't matter. I've seen it in men and women, you know. And it's really hard to know. It's really hard to see it happen in front of you. It's really hard to see all those people getting paid a lot more. But what I see is, you got an opportunity to get that job. And I know that job, even if they're doing away with women getting paid less, that job gives you a certain income where you can drive the convertible, where you can go to Nordstrom and get some normal clothes, not just discount items that are ill-fitting, you know? And it's like, there's something that if you were working and 10,000 other places in town, when you go to your interview, you're going to stand out because they're going to trust you because of your demographic. And it didn't matter if they're skinny or overweight or obese or this, they're going to trust you a certain way. They're going to have suspicion a certain way about me. And I overdo it between my PTSD, workaholism, somebody tried to say I had, and my ADHD. I had so many certificates and licenses and all this. Oh, I run this company and did this, work for this or volunteer for this nonprofit and was on the board of this nonprofit. Like, it looks fake now. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, oh my god, it looks fake. They're thinking that I'm doctoring up my thing. You know, I went to a class. I volunteered to go to DHS for welfare recipients. I volunteered to go because I wasn't getting anywhere with just the progress that I was doing, that I was required to do. I wanted to be successful. Vocational rehabilitation screwed me over, all this stuff. So I wanted to break out of poverty, basically, and be successful. And I feel guilty saying the word success. Like, oh, no, I just want to just barely break out of being, completely homeless and on the street. Like, no. I should be proud to say I want to be successful. Because I know people, even blonde hair, blue eyed people, say, oh, we're just common folk. We're not ever going to amount to anything. We're going to go to these programs, so they're going to help us own a home. And one parent has to work, not going to force everybody to work. And the kids get to go to nice schools and all this stuff because they're cute and all this stuff. Like, I know people like that. Like, oh, we're not even going to try to be white collar. We're just going to stay on Section 8 and until that program, which a lot of us were supposed to get. You do the 4 classes and they help you buy a house. That fell through for me. But anyways, I've seen people and they could get a job at any other place and they know that they could go to a store and not be followed because people think that they're trying to steal something. They can go into a clinic as a student doctor or as a guest doctor and not be questioned by people that are black or white or Latino that, no, the patient area is over here. Like, no, I'm the provider. Excuse me, ma'am, you need to go to the waiting. I'm the doctor. Here's my stethoscope. They think that I'm like the Unabomber, like coming in trying to harm everybody. Like, I'm supposed to be here. Can you look at your schedule? My name is on there. Buzz me in. It's like embarrassing. Or your doctor that you're shadowing tells you to buzz yourself in, but instead you wait in the waiting room for them to get to you. And you waste 25 minutes, which in some clinics, that's like 5 patients. Like, stupid. Like, they tell you every week. And do you feel because other people treat you a certain way that you're doing something wrong? Like, stupid. You go back in time and tap on me as shoulder and say, they see you come here every week. They know that every week you sign in like you're a patient, so they can buzz you in so you can go shadow the doctor. You don't have time to be missing out on clinic information. You could save somebody's life. Everything you learn in class, and when you pay attention in clinic, and when you shadow a preceptorship, you learn how to do it. You learn how to save your life. This person had to do a lot of needle injection, blood draws, and injections of medications and stuff. You don't want a needle stick, you don't want this, you don't want that, you don't want the patient to come back with a disease. So you could say in a nice way how to do preventive medicine. So it's so intricate. Like, I know people that can be considered Caucasian, but they're not from a European country. And there's a lot of people that are in that category. And I've had a lot of people that go into a store to go buy a big ticket item, and the person behind the counter says, no, get out of our store. We're not going to serve you. You can't shop here. And the reason I'm making this video is because so many people have told me that I'm lying. This stuff doesn't happen anymore. It can't happen. It's not allowed. It's illegal. When they beat me up at school or beat up my children at school and call us to the principal's office and we get in trouble and our parents get called and we miss recess and we miss lunch and everybody's walking by saying, such and such is in the principal's office. Oh, they must be in trouble. No, they're not in trouble. They were the victim of a crime. That should be punishable. The kid who beat us up or stole from us should be in juvenile detention. And I've talked to parents that had light hair, light eyes, and light skin. Your kid beat my kid up. Your kid did this. Did they even call you? No, I didn't know anything about it. And then they try to blame my kid because some other kid said a dirty joke to my kid when they were in 4th grade or something. I'm like, you know what? I don't care about this other kid. You're trying to gaslight me, make me sound crazy, make me sound like my kid's a problem. I was like, the school calls me and says, your kid just got beat up by such and such, and they're in the principal's office, and you need to come in and talk to the principal. It's like, you got to stop everything because some other kid is a jerk, And it's like, you want to take your kids out of that school. They're getting picked on, and the teacher, these are little kids. A teacher can separate little kids. It's harder. Certain people, if it's a high school fight, you got to do it. But my kid just sat there. I even told the principal that he should have at least blocked the punches. And they try to accuse me of teaching my kids martial arts that he's going to come in and beat everybody up. My kid's in 9 years at this school, never once got in trouble for any fighting or picking on anybody. They try to say my son touched someone with a stick from the playground that might have dog mess on it. And it's like, you know what? That's gross, but you know what? Why do people walk their dogs? So some kid could pick up a stick off the ground and chase someone with it. Like, you walk their dogs, you don't clean up the mess. I don't care. I've had a dog. You clean up the mess, there's still residue on the grass. And you got kids rolling down the hill, running around, eating flowers off the ground, whatever. Like, I don't know. And in my mind, between the fleas and the urine and the mess, like, I mean, thank you for people that clean it up, but I feel like it's hard when it's a playground when you got 5-year-olds putting everything in their mouth and stuff left all over the ground with sticks and stuff that someone's going to pick up and be accused of something. And it's like, it's not, we don't have no dog, we didn't make the mess, and we don't know the whole story because my son was very light and blonde, and people would yell at my son and tell him how dark and black he is, and that he's the blackest person they've ever seen. And my son's skin was white as snow a lot of times when he wasn't playing in the sun all summer. Like, his hair was yellow blonde, and it's so hard to have people be racist and your kids come home crying, upset, the teachers treat you poorly. You tell the teachers you're going on vacation, you write a note to the office, and then they tell everybody that the child is in danger because they haven't been to school in a week. There's kids that went on vacation for months and years, and then they still came back to school. I don't even know how they did that. Like, they would be like, oh, my family's taking a European tour. Like, I see these type of people all the time. The kids, they're taking world tours, and then they still show the kids with their first day school pictures, and I'm just like, how can they afford it? I mean, it's like, did they have money from their parents and their ancestors in a bank account somewhere? Like, I can't even afford to. It's a whole nother story. Like, thinking about France and the bed bugs. Talking about bed bugs that my kids saw, the YWCA downtown Portland. I reported it 3 or 4 or 5 times, and they refused to treat the bed bugs that were in a couch where the seniors come in. They have 12-step meetings there. The seniors come in to have the free coffee and donuts or whatever. And then I forget what that program's called. And they had a gym there, and they had a homeless woman shelter upstairs. My kid found bed bugs in the couch when they took the couch cushions off, and there was thousands of bed bugs, different size, little ones and big ones. And I reported it, and I called the next day, and then I went back the next week. They were still there, and I reported it, and I called it, and I never went back to that building again. Downtown Portland, Southwest. I feel like they should have come and looked at the bed bugs, and they should have quarantined that room off and treated the whole building and had a professional come and bag that stuff up and destroy it, eliminate it, burn it. I don't know what they do. Spray it with something, whatever. I felt sick because you see all these people running in and out of the gym, filled up the basketball court, everything. And you know what I look like? They didn't believe me. I told somebody else at the meeting, my kid found bed bugs in the couch cushions. And I said, come look at this. There's a potluck. And they looked at it, and they're like, they never heard of bed bugs. And I had an encyclopedia set at home, and I went home, and there was a picture, old encyclopedia, black and white, of a bed bug. And someone from my church had bed bugs, and they donated their couch to the pastor's office. Just think about that for a minute. They said they don't like couches. My noodles are overdone. Bye.